Gil Schwartz is a CBS vice president and corporate spokesman, but he is also known as Stanley Bing, a writer of smart and funny columns for magazines and newspapers for the last 25 years. In his latest book, Executricks, you have to explain what that means. That sounds like it could be something else. He offers up ideas on how to retire while still working. Good morning.
Good morning.
So help me understand what Executricks
Well, these are a
means.
variety of tricks that you can employ to emulate a happy, successful retirement while you're still on the job, while you're still working. I'll give you an example.
Okay.
This morning, for instance, you were out on the plaza and you were, working while you were, pounding down that Spanish wine.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's kind of like what,
What's
this
so
is
funny?
Yeah,
why is that so amusing?
I think they may have picked up.
Working.
Somebody had to do that.
Exactly.
You guys didn't jump in. You didn't say, I want to do that segment.
See, now you're having a personal squabble
Right.
while we're supposed to be talking about my book. This is
I'm so sorry.
a perfect example of an executrick.
Of an executrick.
Yeah.
So I'm playing an executrick on you.
Well, and you're having fun.
Yes.
I mean, the whole idea here is, we're not going to really get to retire anytime soon.
I know it's impossible with the dollar and
everything, the whole thing.
Right.
You're not going to retire.
Yes.
So getting the benefits of a good, solid retirement while you're at work is pretty much the name of the game. And executives have found the way to do this for a long time. So I'm just democratizing that process.
Spread the wealth.
Exactly. Spread the lack of wealth.
How does the BlackBerry come into play?
Oh,
here?
the BlackBerry. Oh, I don't have mine on me, so I'm obviously having a heart attack right now. But the BlackBerry.
BlackBerry's those little PDA, little advices that people who are busy sit going like this.
Everyone has them.
Yes.
If you go down in a plane, now if you go every section of the plane, everyone is working on their BlackBerry to the point where I view it as a form of mass mental illness, is that everybody has to be on a BlackBerry. But what the BlackBerry does for an Executrix, you don't have to be anywhere. You don't have to be anywhere.
Right.
Like you can be working your like, for example, these three executives.
Yes.
Now, you have Executive C at the top of the list there, who is on the BlackBerry intensively all day long until he crashes at 2 a.m. and then he comes back again at 3:30 a.m. And by the way, I know at least one who's like this. He's probably watching right now and has been up for 6 hours. Executive A is also on a very high level of BlackBerry use. He crashes a little at 4 p.m., but then he goes right back up again, and he doesn't sleep well at night.
But who's B? Who's the slacker?
Well, that's me.
Oh.
I'm actually on B all day long, but at a low level.
Right.
And obviously, I don't make as much money as A or C.
So, I see.
But the trick is to establish a zone of non-presence that's verified by the BlackBerry.
It's omnipresence.
You're everywhere.
Right.
And nowhere.
And nowhere
We
at
have
the same time.
We have a guy that I know who's either in Hawaii, Vegas, St. Louis. You just never know where he is, and people accept that, and they know, well, that's his style.
Right, and as long as he's on the BlackBerry, then it's fine.
I think he's home in bed.
Now, very quickly, delegation is also very important.
Absolutely. The idea here is to get other people to do what you don't want to do.
Right.
And there have been famous delegators throughout history.
Yes.
You have somebody like Tiberius, the emperor, the Roman emperor.
He was a great delegator.
Well, he was very famous for living on the Adriatic coast because he didn't like Rome.
Well.
And think about the summer. It's the Hamptons. It's the Hamptons.
It's the Hamptons of Italy.
And, you have Ronald Reagan was a great delegator, known for it, right? And you have Bill Gates now, who has delegated all the
entire company.
His entire company to Steve Ballmer, who's certainly showing the effects of it.
Right.
And Yoda, who lived in the swamp while
There you go.
constant thing. So.
Another brilliant book from Gil Schwartz, a.k.a. Stanley Bing. And I thought it was Executricks with an X. So that's why I thought it was some kind of...
well, if this is successful, I'll take that as a suggestion.
Congrats on the dirty mind.
Oh, thanks.
Some cheap wine for you.
Thank you. Can we open it right now?
Yeah, Executrix.
Stanley's Angels over here. There you go.
And to browse inside Executrix, visit our website at earlyshow.cbsnews.com.
Cheers.